Alright guys, I'm back and we're getting ready to update this Q9FN. I already have the update copied onto my flash card. It's on the One Connect box, and you see we're going to go to settings. We're going to scroll all the way down to update, and we're going to update it right now. So as you can see, do you want to search the Connect use? Yes. Okay. A new version is available. Update from version 1290 to version 1292. And yes, I'm going to update it. So let's go. The reason why I'm doing it this way, guys, so you can see for yourself that I'm actually updating it right now. As you watch this video, it's not live, but it's not too far away from the actual time that I recorded this update. And with the 1 gig internet that I have with the new Comcast modem, it's going to update pretty quick, as you can see. Plus I have the new Cat 8 cables from Vandasale, and it's just a huge difference in speed, in updates, downloads, uploads. I mean, if you look at it right now, it's almost done. Okay, and this is a big update. There's 4 different parts to this update, so let's see what they give us. And of course I'm going to test it out on Modern Warfare. I got the HDR turned back on. I was using the 1440p at 120 frames per second. It's just phenomenally fluid. Here we go. So I got it back to 4K at 60 because I want to see the HDR difference. My TV goes on. Xbox automatically turns on. Hold on a second. So it's already updated that quick. That's just amazing. Hold on, guys. Okay, so this update, let's go into Modern Warfare so we can see if there's any. Right off the bat, if you look at Ghost and his arm, it actually looks like they added a little more brightness to it, and that's important. And you'll be able to tell in a second once I get into the character. I got no sound right now because I want to focus on the new update. Okay, so this is the new update, 1292. And once I can see a perfect image of the characters and so forth, then I can give you an idea of what the update has done. Okay, let's see, give it a second. Alright, so right now it's at 4K at 60 frames per second because I really want to utilize the HDR. I want to see what the HDR brings. And right now the characters walk in, and I want to see the flames on the ground so I can see what was done. There's a certain scene that he walks past a car where it's really, really bright and burning. You know what, I'm just gonna get into a gunfight so I can see exactly what is going on with this update. And remember guys, if you notice that if you update your TV and it just seems like something's not right, you got to give it time for the update to adjust, to learn all the new standards on your TV, and then it eventually works. All right, so we're getting ready to go past the flames. Well, that's a pretty bright light on that cabin house. And there's the flames with the HDR. And it's definitely more of a dimming zone picture quality frame of a light. I'm just trying to get into a match so I can see the actual you know what, let's just get out of here. We'll go into do the death match and set it for hardcore, and then let's go right into it. So the new update has been added, and right now I can't really tell a difference, but alright, so it's telling me the software has been updated to 1292.1, and I'm gonna press OK. Alright, so this is the new update now guys, and we're gonna get into it. So if I'm looking at these calling cards, okay, what am I getting from this update? Alright, so far when I saw the blood coming out of the skull's head, it's a lush update. And what I mean by lush is those colors that are impactful will be very colored in, almost like a coloring book. So far, I think it's interesting because it's just different from what we usually see. Here's a perfect example. This is a good map to check out this update. The peak brightness, yeah, it's a little brighter. I gotta say it's a little brighter. But then again, every day it changes, so you're gonna see a huge difference. Okay, so the shadow detail on the gun reflecting off the sun, that was really cool. And then as I'm moving into the scene, okay, I'm just gonna be moving around. If I die, I die. But the whole point is just to show off this new update. I want to see the flames on the choppers. Probably going to get killed right here, but if I could see it, that would be really cool. Alright, so with the new update, the flames actually look more realistic. It's almost as if they have the color and the life in them, but it's a natural. It's a native color of flames. So let's see this one right here. See what I mean? If you go up close to these flames, yeah, so it's going to definitely give you more of a realistic, and I like the way the sun glares when you move the gun around. That's really cool. You can see the shadow effects. That's really cool. Now, so far, that's the only thing I really caught on to, but hold on, because I'm trying to, can't really do two things at once. But if you look up in the sky, there's the brightness. It has been added. The sky looks more alive and inviting to look at. And even the tree effects, when you look at the tree, you can see the actual textures. the lighting on it, really cool. So far this update is decent. I haven't tested it out in every single game, but from what I've seen, it's not bad at all. Alright, so there you go. Let's see the blue effects of the flames underneath the car. I'm going to move up to the car, and you can see the sun glaring right at my gun, and it's actually pretty bright. So there, yeah, this update. All right, let's look inside the car so we can see. There's the new HDR, and it actually, I like the way the gun looks now. It's actually more golden, like a refined gold color. It wasn't like that before. It was more of a kind of like some kind of ice that was frozen over, but now it looks, you can see all the textures and everything in it. It's really, really good. Okay, of course I got killed, but that's okay. The reason why I'm doing this review this way is because, yeah, so far the gun, and you know, when the sun, look at the sun, how it reflects off the gun. And I want to look up in the, I want to try to catch the sun. Where is it at? Okay, it's in those clouds right there, and it's pretty bright. Of course, when you see the sun, it's going to be more brighter. And right now I have it at 4K at 60, which looks awesome. Now 4K at 1440 at 120 is even better, but this is cool. Just looking at it. Again, I'm doing this video to, there's your sun. Now, I could tell just by looking at the clouds where the sun is about to come out, it's much brighter. The local dimming zones are actually reflecting right around those trees, because if you look to your left and your right, you can see that those trees are darker, but where the sun is, you're going to see that bright glare coming in, and I think that's a plus, okay? That's a huge difference in what it was before. So far, this update is turning out to be actually really good. And look at the black levels on the sign right there with air conditioning, and that's how you know that this is going to be a really good update, because so far the colors are really accurate. I'm going to get shot, but that's okay. So let's look at this wall right here so we can see the black levels. Yeah, there's your inky blacks. Nothing changed. Look at the smoke. Look at how when that just comes in. Did you notice that, guys? Like, pretty much half of the bottom of the screen just went like powder. And I think that's really good. This is going to be a really good update just by how I'm seeing everything, how I'm perceiving everything. Let's go back to this car again before I get shot. These guys won't even let me do my video. That's okay. So, let me see if I can find another car somewhere. Or just wander around, you know. Let's go up here. And my apologies if my camera sometimes is out of focus with the whole TV. I'm trying to do two things at once. Let's look at this light right here so we can see. Let me back up a little, look up. Okay, so right off the rip, it's definitely got more brightness. And look at the glare on my gun from the light. That's what this TV is made for. There's your 2000 nits of peak brightness, like right there. Look at that. That means that this is like when people first got the TV and they originally seen these images and they're like, oh wow, it's breathtaking, okay? And it still is, but when Samsung gives you a good update, you know, and I'm not saying none of their updates are bad, but this one is actually, I'm quite impressed. Very impressed by this update. I know I always say good things about the updates, but the detail that I'm seeing in this update is really positive. Okay, look at the smoke. Let's go into the smoke before it dissipates. Okay, look at that. I mean, it's so much more alive. And then when it goes away, it disappears. It's just a full image screen of everything. All right. So I know this is a long video, but I'm gonna do one more map to see the difference, because right now we're in, we're in a nice day, but with cloudy skies, and I really want to see the sun. Like, HDR is a huge thing to me. It brings life into a video game, okay? So, trying to get these guys to kill all each other off. But as I'm looking at this update, I think it's in the right direction, because the HDR is back and it's brighter. So you're going to get those. Let's go to this light over here. Let's see what this light does. Okay. And I like the black levels on the wall. So this is a, just a regular house light. But if you look up, well, it's not really that bright because it's covered by a dome. So, but the red levels are definitely more thicker, the colors. And that's what you want. You want that color effect. You want to feel like you have a QLED TV, and this is why this TV is so good. All right, we won. I didn't do nothing. Now, if you look at these emblems, what I noticed after this update, you could actually see the scratches on the emblems, where before it was just thick color and you couldn't really make out what the image was. So this update actually helped the resolution as well, because it's more refined. I like it. I like how, if you look at the two bars, that red used to be a little more kind of in a haze. Now it's like a solid color. And that's important. Let's go into a next match. And after this video, I'm going to stop the video because, I want you guys to see for yourself. Now, I'm looking at that light in the cabin because that's crucial. All right, there's your, the HDR is back a lot more, because as soon as I went by that car with the flames, my wall lit up. And that's what you want. You want the HDR to have more life to it, okay? So they give you back a little more HDR. Enough to where it looks better than, this is definitely better than the 1290 update, hands down. The 1290 update was decent, but there could have been a lot of things that were missing that made the community complain. This update definitely has a lot more detail and refinery. All right, we're going to go into Rust. So this is a good map to look at the sun, to look at the sand, and to look at the Rust Tower, just everything in general. This is going to be a good map to look at, period. So, yeah, so overall, see, look at the brightness on that the flame when it goes by. All right, so here we are. And look at the colors on his gun. Look at the colors on his back and everything. Really, really cool, man. There's your sun. Now, let's go over to the sun before I get killed. Hopefully I won't get killed. Okay. So we're going over to the sun. Ah, this freaking guy. The whole point is just to look at the sun. So, they won't let me look at the sun. Hold on. So the sun definitely has that brightness, and it's got that look of, it's right in the center right there. If I could just go over there before I get killed. The whole point, they're not even letting me go over there. There's your shadow effects. I mean, that's like very close to ray tracing. Not as accurate, but if you're looking down, this update definitely refined a lot of things that are crucial. Like, okay, you're walking past this gate wall on your right, okay? And as soon as the sun comes back into effect, look at how bright, okay? And then when it goes behind the column, look at dim, bright. Look at the peak brightness on the gun, okay? And then look at bright, shade, okay? Look at the bright. So, right, so far this update is looking really good. All right, so here's the brightness. Okay, that's how you want it, where you can see the refinery around the light, and it gives you that eerie feeling that the light is on, but it's not as bright, but it still brightens up enough. Okay? And look at the shadow effect right there, where I'm pointing my gun. That's from the sunlight. Look at how bright. Okay, it actually lights up. That lights up that side of my wall. You can see it, okay? That wasn't like that before. I mean, it was there, but they added a lot of shadow effects. Look at how bright. Okay? And then, let's do another. Look at the sun. Look at how bright the sun is. Right in that center right there. That's how you know this update is good. Alright, guys? I'm not going to BS you. I'm here to show you that this update is really good. And I'm glad that I updated it, because Samsung always does good with my TV. My TV I'm very proud of. It's just a great TV. The detail on this update has very, very good results, I think. Let's try to get this box right here. See what I get so I can use it. Alright. You just shield tear it right there. Okay. So, now, if I could just get to that sun, that's the key, because I want to show you guys, the HDR is fantastic. Like, it really works really good. I mean, look at the shadow effects right here. Now, if you look on that side of my wall, it's lit up. That's from the HDR. And this is a good update, guys. This is actually, I'm going to have to say, this is probably the best update that they've ever had so far, because the brightness is there, the color's there, the resolution is there, everything looks at its peak performance. I mean, this is important. This is a great update. Let's go to this yellow right here. Let's see how bright this yellow. Look at the difference. I mean, that's QLED to the core. It wasn't like that before. I mean, that's pretty bright. All right, let's go up to the top right here. Let's see if I can make it to the top. Climbing up. All right. It just looks so much better. It's you could see the texture, more resolution, refined on the ground. It's like you could see every single pebble and rock. It wasn't like that before. Look at all that smoke. Look at how it affects. It just, this update is amazing. Like, it really brings everything to life. And I give Samsung mad props for this update. This update really makes me feel great now when I'm playing this game. So, alright guys, I'm jumping off. Oh, okay. So, this update is very good. Very good. And I'm going to make some more videos on it, because I love showing off the new updates and what they can do. Alright guys, Stealth Dragon Tech, you enjoyed this video, leave a comment and I will do my best to help you out. Stealth Dragon Tech, stay tuned for more of these videos. Take care.